So good morning, guys. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I didn't get to film a single video this last week, so we're out. We're gonna beat the rain this morning with a few garden chores we're all trying to catch up on. And we're gonna throw the baseball cap on, honey. We're gonna take you right along. Don't get in that, good gracious. So I'm feeding little sister here. She's hitting that bottle like she'd hit her mama. Good gracious. So we are filming this morning and I'm feeding baby first. Got up, made my coffee. We always feed her first. And as you can see, she's still a house goat. So we had to get her a brand new crate last night in Maryville. Went to Maryville, and that's Maryville, Tennessee for some of y'all. We don't call it that. It's Maryville. Maryville, like mayor. Maryville. We do not say Maryville. I knew a woman once who came to Knoxville. Bless her heart, she's so sweet, but she kept calling Lovell Road, Lavelle Road. And I said, where are you going? And she said, meet me at so-and-so. We were going to Krav Maga class, actually. And she said, I will meet you, and we can carpool together. We were going for a special event. And she said, I'll meet you at Lavelle Road. I said, where are you meeting me? She said, Lavelle. You know, Lavelle Road? And I said, are you talking about Lovell Road down in Farragut? We say things different here, y'all. Okay. You know, all these, this is my garden situation today. My gloves, my pruners. I need the rest of my clips. You've seen me do videos on these for years. I'll put you a link down below because I use them every year. Some people have all these nice little handy dandy garden things, you know, and aprons and cuteness. Honey, this is how we roll around here. Hey, are you coming with me to the garden? I got my coffee. Hey, come on, sister. Watch her run. Come on. Girlfriend. Oh, okay. It's too early to run. She's got to handle some personal business. Speaking of, so I just showed you her little poopies, her little goat droplings, her little mini morsels. So the reason I'm showing you that is because if you have goats, or if you have any animal, I mean, even yourself, I know this is disgusting to talk about when we should be eating biscuits and gravy and stuff, but I want to show you that because, again, I'm bottle feeding this baby. She's full-fledged bottle fed by me. We know the story here. And pardon me for clearing my throat, but she's doing great. And you judge that also. There's no diarrhea. She's doing all the things. She's a month old. She's doing all the things she should be doing. Everything is normal. Everything is growing. Everything is developing. So again, I told an old boy the other day, I said, don't be going to the store and paying $25 a bag for that crazy stuff. If you have to in a pinch, that's fine. Have some as an emergency item. But you can make your own goat formula. I have a video on it. I'll link it below so you can check it out. You really need to write things like that down. Or put it on, don't just put it on your computer or take a picture of it. Wait to find it on, you know, here on YouTube. Things that your animals need, or, you know, recipes in general for different things. I try to stay really good about this myself. Write it down and keep them together. Trust me, you may need it one day. Okay, I'm gonna step over here. James made me a really impressive garden entrance. And I have to come up here. Look at that. Didn't spill my coffee, girl. Didn't spill my coffee. So let me say something. If you're looking for Instagram, you're not here. My mamaws and papaws never had an Instagram garden, and we ate like kings, so I'm not worried about it. I just want to let you know, in case you gasp. Girlfriend, I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat. Girlfriend, I've got weeds. It's grass growing back. The ground's trying to heal itself in places. I have done this on purpose, believe it or not. Well, I didn't want it to get this high, but we've had so much rain. It has been impossible to work out here in the garden for the last day or two. I'd come and visit real quick, pull something, pick something, and I had to leave. It would be too wet or something gross. But I got my tomatoes pulled up and I've started clipping them. So I'm going to talk about that for a second. Now I'm coming out to prune because we are expecting thunderstorms today. It's Miss Lou over in Robbinsville has already commented. She said, we've already gotten thunderstorms, so it's all starting to really roll through. It does a weird thing around here. Sometimes it comes through and goes north. Sometimes it comes underneath us and swoops around. It does all kinds of weird stuff. But listen, I want to show you this because this is important. I'm judging what I'm going to be doing going forward with my gardens. And I think I've got my plan because I have ideas and then I have thoughts and reservations. So I'll shut up. Let me show you. Shut up, Tara. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So first things first, Mama is going to be having a cucumber sandwich for lunch. These are my beautiful cucumbers that I've grown year after year, year after year. Look at this. They're coming on strong now. Now, I usually have cucumbers by the end of June, and here we are at the end, pushing the end of July. And it's because we put our garden in later, but it's still working out. But we, you know, the rain has been an issue just in the past week or so, but it's been heavy. Some of this has really flourished. Look at this beautiful, look at this. I mean, it is just magnificent. So I'm using the cattle panel, but you have to feed and you have to help it because cucumbers are kind of heavy. The leaves are bigger. It's kind of heavy. They do really good once you help it up onto the actual cattle panel. But girlfriend, you got to be there for your love muffins. You got to be there. Did you tell everybody that if you came in here, you would just roughhouse it? Girlfriend, did you tell them? Come here, sweetheart. What are you doing? You are kept out of the garden with this wonderful fencing and my beautiful system for getting in here. And the rabbits have not gotten through so far. So it has rained so much, so consistently within the last, gosh, has it been like 10 days or something? Well, it was right after I started pulling those potatoes a couple of videos ago, so you can date that. Everything took off, which is great. Now, the title of this video I may put in there is going to be about pruning your tomatoes. Should you prune your tomatoes or not? So there's this old girl that has got this Instagram, and it's a beautiful Instagram. I'm not knocking her, okay? I'm not going to say names or anything because I always fear somebody's going to take me the wrong way. And she was telling people yesterday or the day before, something like that. I don't remember. It's been the past couple of days, y'all. She said, do I prune my tomatoes? Never. And that's fine. That's her deal. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you got to do what you need to do for your farm and family. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you live here in Southeast Tennessee or probably somewhere like Georgia and Alabama, and, you know, you should see our hair this time of year, okay? If you have never been here, if you have never lived here with the humidity, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I have straight stick hair. It has no chance of survival in terms of curl. But I can come out here, honey, and within about 5 minutes, I look like I should be in a Whitesnake video. And no, I won't be doing cartwheels across a jaguar, but I'll have hair like you've never seen before. It is a fact of life. So should you prune your tomatoes or not? Well, for the umpteenth time in the 75th video, I'm going to tell you yes. Now, do you need to go hog wild and cut them down to, you know, make them look like a bald jackrabbit? No, I'm not saying that. But you've got to make decisions on what is what and what is a lot. Some of these extra stems and things like this, especially at this point, are unnecessary. All that does is create the jungle. Again, let's go back to 80s hairbands. It's welcome to the jungle. Do you want to see me dance like Axl Rose? Trust me, I can pull it off beautifully. But that'll be for a future date. But I'm just saying, now with all this humidity, now with all this heat and rain, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna melt. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. This is where you have to start making your decisions. I've already been pruning a little bit and cutting things out here and there when I could, because I know how it works. And could it sacrifice a little bit of fruit? Possibly. Possibly. But you know what? If you get Funky Cold Medina on the plant to begin with, you're not getting a single mater. And that is a travesty. I don't know if this thing works or not. I set this here. I think this one is not working. Did I just get dirt in my coffee? It'll go with the cinnamon. It'll be all right. I think this one's not working. I think I have to throw it away. I think that's why I sat it here. You can see I've come out here and done some work and just left my junk. But let me take my professional kit here out. Yeah, I don't have any sponsors going right now for this or anything. I'm just letting you know. See, we've got some, look what's going on here. We got some yellowing and different things like that. We got to get all that funky. We got to get this funky town out. Look here. Looky here. Yep. See, now my tomatoes are starting to turn. We have a lot of tomatoes this year. Got to get in here and save them. Save the mater. Look here. Got a lot of things going on. So it's time to clean it up. Okay. But I want you to see this too. Girlfriend. I want you to see this. I'm serious. I seriously left this on purpose this week because I thought if I can get out there and kind of get that down, a lot of people would till this whole row right here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda been tilled a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get to it. I got too much going on, people. I ain't gonna worry about it. Told you before, if you read about Cherokee gardening, they didn't worry about stuff like this. They only typically worried about it when it got about waist high. And the focus of the idea of weeding and wasting your time with it was really more focused around what's around the plants. What is around the plants? Remember that. Now, I want you to see this. This is what I want you to see. Right over there was that line where my onions were. We've already pulled that 158 onions. They're curing. They're about to finish up curing. But look, so you have the black woven weave landscaping material. Works pretty good. I mean, you know, it's got to be huge in order for it to work, okay? In my opinion, with the way we grow things around here. Then I planted my tomatoes. Now, look at this to this. What's going on here versus here? Grass clippings. I want you to look overall. Now, I haven't done anything. I've pulled this back right here so you can see a little bit because I'm going to come in here and finish this off and, you know, I'm going to get this tidied up. Don't worry about it, y'all. But what I want you to see is there's hardly a single weed comparably growing anywhere in there where my plants are versus the walkway. So this is where I think we've struck gold. Look, 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 look. Missouri Wonders. Missouri Wonders are growing, growing, growing now. They've been flowering. The Trail of Tears on the other side. Oh, look at the baby beans. Oh, they're so cute. For the lady that complained about me talking like a baby to my baby goats and stuff, I'm going to do that this morning to my green beans. Just for you, darling. Look at this little, tiny, tiny, toopy, greeny beanie. I know. I ain't right. I ain't right. It's okay. Okay. I'm just walking through real quick. Everything overall is looking pretty good. Just some nice pruning before the rain hits, especially now that more rain and moisture is coming. That's the whole point. That's why I rushed out here this morning. I want to get this done. Everything for the most part is still growing, is very green. And I will tell you that so far, the two most impressive tomatoes I've gotten so far this year is, y'all, the black creme. If you don't grow this, next year, get you a couple. Even if you're just trying it out, they are so beautiful. They are so rich. They are just, if you like the Cherokee Purple, because anytime I mention it, everybody's like, well, I like Cherokee Purple. Well, I do too. I do too. But I'm telling you, if you like the Cherokee Purple, you need to add the black creme to your list because, to be honest with you, it's even richer. And it is such a divine tomato. I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Another one that I'm a little impressed with. I tried it last year, or did I talk about it? I talked about it. I can't remember what I did, but talked about it at a minimum. And the person I talked about this tomato with last year, they weren't that crazy about it. But this year, because like I said, I got all of my tomato. By the way, remember all my tomato plants were almost half dead, and we've brought them completely back. So remember, Epsom salt and calcium, love on them and prune them is if you do nothing else, keep them up off the ground. Remember, those are the basics. You got to have a good stand. But these are these, I'm going to pull this tab so you can see it. Here it is. They're tomato Cherokee Carbon. I'm not sure. Y'all comment and let me know. I think they're a hybrid. It's kind of like a beefsteak, as you can see, type thing. I don't know the particulars on that, but I got Froggy, and I thought, here we are. I'm late. Let's go for it. Let's just see what it does. Let's do a couple. And honey, so far, looking good.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna talk again to you. Look at all the little greeny beanie weenies. Oh my goodness.
I'm not an agitator. Hey, and you know, we got somebody nibbling away out here a little bit. Welcome to organic gardening. Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to be cutting away just these, especially now, because the plants have really overall established themselves. You don't want to cut anything that's blooming, okay, because that's where your fruit is coming from. And I got my old shears here. You know, like this right here, there's nothing on that. That right there. Bye. Now, obviously, you also want to cut away anything that's looking a little suspicious. A little bit yellow. This just fell right off, actually. Yellowing and curling, and then you're going to have to investigate how you want to treat. Now, let me tell you something that I'm not showing right now because I just realized I don't have it up here with me. So I'm going to be working on this plant. I'm going to be cutting, and just to be safe, I'm going to go back to the house, and I'm going to get a bowl of hot, soapy water and get a rag or whatever. And every time I go from this, even if it's just a couple of clips, I'm going to dip it and wash it off. Clean your tools. Clean your tools off, okay? Because you don't want to, on the chance there's anything funky cold Medina on one that's not up yonder, you don't want to transfer it up. So that is an advice. That's a smart little thing to get in the groove of doing. So that's a keynote to how to help take care of your tomatoes. So I'm gonna have to go get my warm soapy water in a second. But right here, yes, we put some little lights up here. It is so cute at dark. And no, they are not solar. And let me tell you why. The reason they're not solar, I plug them in when we want to use them and when we're home or whatever, is simply because the solar ones that I found, because, you know, things are so weird and limited right now, they were like $74. And I went, you know how many bags of chicken feed I can buy with $74? Only about 1.5 now, but that's not the point. So I got this little strand right here for like $16. So really cute. I do want to expand on that next year if I can. Obviously though, as these continue to grow, it would just cover them up, a lot of them up. So maybe just a little entryway, you know, that's all I need. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually cut because somebody's gonna say, I thought this video, I need a bucket too. I am such a loser. I did not come out here prepared. You didn't prune. So look here. I'm just cutting away at this point all this extra leafing. It's just, you know, not necessary. So I'll put all that in a pile and take it. So like right in here, do you see this? So I've got tomatoes and tomatoes. And guys, it's always a judgment call, okay? You don't have to do all of it one time. I mean, you might do it now. You might do it right now. You can see this was down on the ground. See what it was doing? Look at there. Had to pull that sucker up. See here? Right here. Had to pull it up and clip it. I mean, these just got so big, so major, so fast. But see how it's kind of in there now? That is way too jungly. Axel, we got to get you out. Now, look down here. These are the sweet 100s, by the way. I mean, they just get huge. Now, I'm going to take off this front thing right here, this front piece. And look here, we've got a little bit of Funky Town back here. So I haven't gone and washed my things yet. I'm going to do at least this plant to show you. You can see my aqua cone, which I've only had to do one time this year because it just got so crazy. But just, I didn't clip this whole thing right here. Obviously not, so pay attention because you can mess up a little bit. You can clip the wrong thing real quick. This has flowering and fruit on it. We don't want to take that off, but the rest of it we do. This right here, what you're seeing is where another stem had grown out and broke off. So it's healing itself. That's what that is right there. So the bottom line is you need to do what works best for you and your farm. What I do isn't always the same thing that I do year after year because seasons change, things change, people change. And where I live, while I rudely talk and eat at the same time, what I do And where I live is not where you live. So this is why I've told you for years. Know what works for you at your place. Test things out, okay? Don't sweat the small stuff. And if you take advice from people, make sure it's local. Hey, I'm coming over. Sister, coming over, hang on. Okay. Going out is always trickier than going in. I can do this, I'm on my tippy toes. I'm a ballerina.
Girlfriend, you telling everybody good morning? Look at that booty shake. Oh, you want lovies. She wants lovies, y'all. Such a sweet baby. Such a sweet baby. How will she ever make it up to the barn? I don't know. Look at that.
Okay. Tell everybody to have a great day. We're gonna go get our bowl, okay? You gonna help me? You gonna pull some weight? Maybe. Guys, good to be back making videos. It's a busy time of year for everybody. Busy, busy. Stay busy. Stay productive. Stay cool. We'll see you on the next video. Come on.